Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of episode 3 with your host, Hard Truck 1. Oh, and this is Farming Simulator 16, or 19. Hello everyone, sorry for that weird intro. Yeah, as you could hear, so this is going to be episode 3, or part 2 of episode 3, because I didn't feel like the very first one is not it did not record correctly. Oh wait, there's not even gonna be a part 2. Part 1 anyway. So anyway, so you're just gonna get this video. So anyway, this will still probably go up as part 2, though, because I don't like anyway. Or take 2. It could be take 2. Okay. There we go. We got her labeled now. Okay, so in the okay. So what I had done during the episode that did not record very well was I filled up the seeder with the fertilizer, and we fertilized the field. Now I thought it was recorded okay, but it recorded really horrendously. So I scrapped that video. So anyway, so this is just going to be kind of like in the beginning here. It's just to catch me up. So what we did is we fertilized the field. We had it seeded from last episode. Um, but I just went and fertilized it. We parked the tractor. And we were in the middle of looking at some settings when I noticed that the recording system was not recording correctly at all. So I had to stop and I had to check it all out, and unfortunately that footage was all garbled and garbaged. It wasn't even savable. Or it wasn't even savable for an editing software. So anyway, so I scrapped that video and I'm recording on a different platform now, which seems to be a lot better. Hey, YouTube. So anyway, so let's continue from what I was doing, since you guys don't have a clue what I was doing. So after that, I was looking at some settings. Hello, save. Always gotta have that save. I was looking at some settings here. Um, so we put plant growth to normal. It was on slow, and I don't know why it was on slow. I did not put that on there. So plant growth is going to be normal. So it should grow within definitely a 24-hour period. I was looking, trying to find where, if I had, um, what the fertilizing thing was set to, and it doesn't look like this actually has a fertilizing, um, setting. Anyway, it's not here. It has one for the helpers, but I've already got that set the way I want. Let's see, time scale, that doesn't matter. Dirt is there. Weeds, lime is off. Periodic plowing is on. Crop destruction is on. Plant withering is on. Plant growth is now at normal. Weeds is on. And then our save intervals is 15 minutes, which is a little on the wonky side, but okay. We're just going to hit the save button again, just to make sure that I didn't change anything. So, alright, so now I guess we get to sit here and watch the field grow. Okay, don't we get to watch the field grow? Let's just take a look and see what our field is right now. So our field has been, we planted our field with wheat. The growth is on, okay, it's on stage 1 already. So it's the next stage that we have to watch for the plant, for the weeds. This doesn't show, okay, so this, it says it needs lime, but we're not working with lime, so. Okay, we don't need the lime, so we'll turn off the lime, we'll turn off the plowing. So this is really weird. So it shows squiggly line. Interesting. So it does show that we're at 60% fertilized. So I wonder if now it does a combination. Does it do a combination of, like, you know, liquid versus solid? Does it do a combination of both? Choo-choo train. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. And I kind of wished, you know, I really kind of wish there was that Giant did this. I kind of wish that they kind of, for the full, I kind of wish they had their fast forwarding things set up a little differently. I would have preferred that your maximum one, instead of like 120 times, it would have been, you know, almost full on more. Alright, so now let's look at our thing. Still says it needs lime, you know, plowing, fertilizer. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't show that we have weeds in our field. Do we have? No, we don't have weeds in our field yet. Alright, so let's just continue. Another thing that I kind of wish is, I kind of wish that as you're walking around, you would have had footprints. Yeah, they would have modeled in the fact that you have footprints walking around. Alright, so it's showing that this is not... It's showing that this doesn't have weeds, so alright, well. We're gonna let it continue to grow a little more. Oh, evening's starting. We got the crickets. Turn on the flashlight so we can watch the... Ooh, I like that. Flashlight actually has a click now. So you click it on, click off, click on. I was gonna say, is that a weed that I see? Okay, so we're probably gonna have to start thinking about getting equipment to run this. So let's, while we're waiting for the weed stage to kick in, let's look over here, because that'll continue. I've noticed that'll continue to go, I guess. Let's look at harvesters. Now we have $190,000 to work with. So we're not going to be able to get up too much. We're not going to be able to get up too high. But we definitely don't need, we definitely can get up above this guy. So for $5,000 more, this does 4,500. But this does 1,000 more. Interesting. So this is 1,000 more, but yet this one's a little bit bigger. Okay. Weird. Alright, well, you know what? We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna buy the New Holland. Alright. Got our New Holland. We're gonna purchase it for 1,000. 100,000. Yes. Now it leaves us with 94,000, so we should be able to get a header. And we should be able to get a nice sized header. 4, 5. Well, we can't do that one because that's way too much. That's 4, that's 4, that's 5. 5, 7. I would, you know, this is going to look a little weird, but I'm going to get this one. I don't care. We're going to get this one. We might get it in a, oh, we can't get it in a different color. Okay. I was going to say, if we could get it in like a yellow, then maybe it would match better, but, oh, alright. So we're going to buy that one. Yes, we want to buy that one. Okay. And then to go along with all of this, we need to get us a trailer. And I think we can splurge for, this one's 14, this one's 21. I think we can splurge for, how much do we have left? 62,000. You know what? Let's go on the cheaper side. Let's do the 4,000 one. There you go. 4,000. 20, 21, 19. Yep, that works. Alright. So there we are. There is our hay equipment. Oh, and we got weeds, so let's pull this down. Let's grab our tractor. I do apologize for it being dark. Click on the
battery low.
Click on the lights. I do apologize for the lady that just popped in the headphones or in the talking. That's my headphones gal. She does that when my headphones is low. But let's hope we don't destroy too much of the crop. Oh, we're going to destroy quite a bit of this crop. Alright. Alright, well, we'll just have to try to drive as easily as possible.
Battery low.
So it is taking out the weeds in certain places. But it's weird that it's not taking the leaves out where my tires are driving. I know it's taking out the crop where my tires are driving. But that's weird that it's not taking out the crop. Oh, this is going to be hard to figure out where this is at. That's close enough, I guess. I guess I could have went and put the care wheels on, but I don't think we're gonna. as soon as we start making up some money, we should be able to start maybe prioritizing buying tractors, maybe. We can prioritize buying a tractor with care wheels to the extent that we can so that way when we drive through with the care wheels, it's not destroying, you know, quite a bit of the crop, because that's quite a bit of the crop that's being destroyed right there with these regular tires. But I see no other way other than to get. We don't have the luxury of being able to switch these back and forth all the time, because I'm pretty sure that the care wheels package is probably a couple thousand dollars every time just to switch the tires. And I don't like being non-realistic. I mean, realistically, you would not have. I mean, if you're out plowing a field, or cultivating or disking or whatever you're doing to the field, you would not have care wheels at all on at all. Especially just for the reason that, you know, they're not as their main purpose is to take as much of the tractor's weight and put it on a single pressure point on your field and on your crops, for that matter. I think this is working. It's just, it's gonna look a little blurry. Yeah, it looks a little dorky. But anyway, it's working. We're getting quite a bit of the weeds off. I mean, we only have where the tractor tires are. It's not doing where the tractor tires are, but that's fine. I mean, I don't know why it's not doing that, but that's fine. But we are. It does look like it's taken a lot of the weeds out of the field, so we can have quite a bit of. We're going to have quite a bit of just a regular yield on its own. And then after this, I want to try to see if I can fertilize it again. Yeah, I know that land doesn't belong to me, but I'm not on that land. So I think what we're going to do is, after we get done here, I'm going to go down, grab the sprayer. We're going to come up here to the little corner piece, and we're going to drop the sprayer, come on, and put the sprayer on, and see, we're just going to spray one corner to see if it doubles up on the fertilizer, or if I have to have the secondary fertilizer as a or if I need to have, what I'm trying to take and say is, can I fertilize it again with liquid fertilizer? or does it have to be a solid fertilizer? And then I think what we're going to do is, to get a little bit of money back, maybe, is we're going to see about doing a job for somebody. I see this field up here, this field 15 is all ready to be combined. Maybe we can, since we've got our own combine and stuff, maybe we can help him out and get a little monies while we're doing it. Alright, so I'm going to drop this here. Over here. And I do apologize if this is all in the dark. But I mean, come on. How many people actually play this game in the dark? How many people actually record this game in the dark? I mean, come on. The mystery for you guys is like, what is he doing? How is he doing it? You know. And tell you the truth, sometimes this is actually how real life would do. You would not be able to have the luxury of waiting until morning. You know, sometimes it's you got to do it now or not at all. Alright, so let me hop out and look. Turn my flashlight on. You guys can see. Okay, so it's 50% weeded. Okay, this is saying that the weeds are like, okay. So in between the things, the weeds are almost gone. But it's still picking up this path right here. Okay. We're still sitting at 65% there. So now let's drive across this piece. Let's go check. Okay, cool. So it does, okay. So I'm gonna have to fertilize after I weed. And I can go to the next, so I can go to this one. It's not gonna catch that. But you know what? We're just going to try going down this one. I'm going to try not to damage too much more of the crop. See, now if I had the care wheels on, then this probably would not have damaged any of the crop. But it's not that I'm too lazy, I just don't see the reasoning. Let's go this way here. I know there's probably quite a bit of overlap on the right here, but I mean, it's going to have to be that way. It's going to have to overlap a little bit on one and non-existent on the other. That one, we're going to go over to the second one. It looks like this is going to be the last swipe. this, and then we can roll time completely forward. Time completely forward, or I can do this. We can go see if we can track down field 15 and see if that person needs help while this is closing. We can do that right here. Wait for the save. What is it? This? Oh, it's this one. Contracts. Oh, look, field 15. Look, we'll get. That is not much money, but you know what? We could actually do that. We could actually do this because we have the combine. We have the combine and we have the tractor and stuff. So let's do that. And we'll get all of the money from that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run down and grab our trailer with the tractor real quick. Alright. Switch off of those and switch on to road lights. Okay. Let's do a little cab driving. Oh, it's very dark. Now again, I am sorry that I am working at night, but I kind of think that this game doesn't get enough credit for working at night. These games, actually, let me put it this way: these games don't get enough credit for working at night because I mean, a lot of people that run these games, I mean, if it gets dark, then they just roll time over to the next day, which sometimes I kind of think it's like, no, just work with what you got. I mean, regular farmers, see, the reason why I'm saying all this is because I'm a farmer, okay? I'm a farmer, my family is a farmer, is farmers and everything. We have been for a long time. And sometimes, you know, when crops are due and you're on you're actually on a nature's time schedule, sometimes nature says you better get your stuff done or you're not going to get it done. All right? That's the thing with being a farmer. You don't get to dictate what time you get to work or what time, especially being an owner-operator farm. Let's put it this way. Now, if we had hired workers and stuff and everything, and they was like, well, I'm going to work these hours, then chances are, I mean, we'd have to let them work those hours, and then they would get off. But since we are the farm owners, we don't have the luxury to do that. So we get to work on our farm pretty much 24/7 because, I mean, that's how much dedication it takes to do it. I mean, if you own cows, I mean, owning cows is pretty much a sun up to sundown, and sometimes not even that. Sometimes, especially during calving season, I mean, you're out there. I mean, sometimes when a cow is, you know, taking a little bit of time to have her calf, I mean, you don't have the luxury of just thinking, okay, she'll do fine and walk away. I mean, no, there's no doing that. On our farm, if there's a cow in need, we are pretty much there on call to help. Alright, where is... Oh, right. It's gonna pull up here. Right. There we go. Alright, so let's park this here. Let's hop over to this thing. Nice. Click on the lights. Sorry, people, for driving over your curb. Now, okay, with the combine here, I am going to take and say there is one thing that I really like. Oh, no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me these won't. Oh. I was going to say, don't tell me these won't pick up. These won't pick together. Move away from the engine a little bit. So, anyway, okay, so to finish what I'm saying is, so, I mean, unfortunately for you guys, you probably can't see very much, but I'm sorry to take and say, but I'm going to try to run it quite as little bit as realistic as possible. So anyway, now on to a different note. I do like the fact that Giant has finally figured out how combines actually run, and actually what I mean is how they actually drive and everything. That's one of my biggest complaints throughout all of the farming series is that it's like, okay, you've got tractors that are wheel drive or all-wheel drive. You've got trucks that are rear-wheel drive, and they're claiming, and Giant's claiming it's a simulator. But the problem is, guess what? One vehicle, they have not been until this game, they have not been able to simulate properly, and that is the fact that combines are not rear-wheel drive, they are front-wheel drive. And certain combines, like this one, aren't even four-wheel drive, they're just two-wheel drive front. Oh, hey, we actually gotta wait for the train a bit. Isn't that cool? I'm kind of afraid to get hit by this train because I don't know what's going to happen, whether we're going to go sailing or whether we're going to go somewhere else. Alright, unfortunately, peeps, looking at the time, we're just going to be able to get to this field. I'll probably go ahead and do this field off camera, or most of it anyway off camera, and then we'll probably come back and hopefully we can fast forward time to our field being done and everything and all that stuff. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to pop out here and let you look in front of the truck, which is all it is lights. Anyway, so next one we're going to be doing our field. Like I said, I might just do a little bit of this field before I'm going to do some of this field and then do some of this field and then possibly come back before the field's completely done. I might even roll time forward to where it's actually morning or daylight when we finish this field out. And then we'll continue our field to get it done. I'm just doing this since I have the equipment now I'm just doing these little random fields so that way we can make a little bit of money on the side as we go. And probably a lot of this I'll just do off camera. So anyway, I'm blabbering. So anyway, I'm Hard Truck 1. This is Farming Simulator 19, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.